Hi, Arbaj. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
Sure, I'm good, Arbaj. How are you?
I'm doing fine, sir. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
asking.
Thank you for joining the call. So, me and my team, we are waiting for, excited to know more about your education experience, your background, you exactly involved in your last project or previously how you engage with data and analytics, and we want to more know about your data quality and data governance background and any expertise in our data governance tool that we want to know.
Sure, sir.
Yeah.
It's my pleasure to introduce myself. So, my name is Arbaz Siddiqui. I'm from Asansol, West Bengal. I have completed my bachelor's in commerce from BBMK University in the year 2022. Coming to my work experience, I have close to 2 years of experience as a data analyst, data management, reporting using SQL, MS Excel, Tableau, PPT, and Python. My daily tasks involved communicating with client and stakeholders or different managers to understand business requirements related to data. I'm well versed in Microsoft SQL Server, extracting, manipulating data from database, where I use SQL joins, set operators, where clause, having, and group by, stored procedure, ranking, and building complex queries. I have a good knowledge in MS Excel, where work using Excel filter, data validation, conditional formatting, Excel function, formulas like VLOOKUP, pivot table, pivot chart, report, and dashboard. I have working knowledge in data visualization tools like Tableau, where I built report, dashboard, and shared with the concerned teams. I also have good understanding of data governance and data quality knowledge. I have good knowledge in data quality, data governance, and as well as good knowledge in Python, which included pandas, matplotlib, and numpy. And during my free time, I like to explore the internet and watch tech related content. That's all about me. Thank you, sir.
Great. So you have a good, very strong, background into analytics background. Also, you have into data quality, data governance. You have Python in a strong background. Just want to know anything. It's a very like I want to some input. So consider
Yes.
there is no doubt you have very strong knowledge in analytics. So in our company or our clients, they don't have any tools. Neither they have a SQL, they have a Tableau, or they have into any GCP or cloud or any Python. They are using only Excel, correct? And advanced Excel.
Okay.
Can you tell me, suppose consider that there is another client they want to approach. We want to build a data management, a data analytics project. Is it possible using only Excel? Can you handle everything from reporting to analysis to visualization to applying the data cleaning, data validation, even the applying the data quality rule? Is it possible? We don't have any tool, only we have a Microsoft Excel. If
Uh, yes, sir. Why not? Excel, being a business intelligence tool, is sufficient for doing visualization, for doing analysis, and preparing dashboards and reporting. But there are certain limitations. Like we can't use Excel for large data sets. Okay. We can
yeah,
use Excel. We can prepare dashboards, interactive dashboards basically, and reports from the data sets that we have, existing data sets, but it is not recommended for large data, large group of data. For that, we require tools like SQL or Tableau.
but consider there is a no budget allocation to adopting a new tools. If you want to adapt to Tableau or Looker or any advanced tool, we need to pay for that, correct? But client don't have a budget to implement. We have only Excel to implementing all the things. Even sometimes consider the data is more than what we were expecting.
Okay, the client doesn't have any budget, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then in that case, as I already mentioned, that being a business intelligence tool, Excel is sufficient for these things. But you also added a point that the data is large. Am I right, sir?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
What is the maximum size of a data we can store in advanced Excel? Or sorry, Excel.
The maximum is 10,48,576 rows. But apart from this, if we store more than 2 lakhs of data, it sometimes gets hang.
Okay, consider there is two clients or two uh, one client have they are running business in two locations, one Bangalore, one Hyderabad. A Bangalore client sending 10 lakhs data and another Hyderabad client sending 5 lakh of a data. Can we manage this data in Excel?
Definitely, sir, we can manage this data. As you mentioned that one of the client is having 10 lakhs of data, right?
That's
So
too bad. Yeah,
yeah, 10 and 5. So what we can do, we can just distribute the 10 lakh data into multiple sheets rather than using
exactly.
a single sheet. We can
Shit.
divide it into 4 or 5. 5 would be better for analysis purpose. And similarly, for the 5 lakhs of data, we can do it two and a half, including in two sheets.
Great, great, great. Albert. So now you are using, so after a few months, your client is asking, hey, about we want to get the data from other sources like CRM or in Google Sheet, or you want to get the data from if your banking client is, Finacle, or you want to any cloud. Is it possible to get extracting data from other source and into in-house Excel? Is it possible? And if possible, the first, how will establish the connection from Excel to other platform.
Okay, you want to you want to basically import data from other external
Data
sources into
sources
Excel,
of
right? Okay, so this is also possible in Excel. Uh, the must requirement is that the version should be greater than 2013.
hmm,
This is the only requirement. Okay, there is nothing as such that Excel won't be able to load external data. We'll be easily able to load external data using a tool in Excel that is called Power Query.
yeah, okay.
Yes, sir.
So okay. So you that mentioned that you're building multiple data visualization, correct?
Yes, sir.
What are the different data visualization you done in Excel?
Yeah, the different data visualizations include pivot charts mostly. Okay, in pivot charts also, I have dealt with column chart, bar chart, pie chart, line chart. These are some of the charts which I regularly use for visualization purpose.
Okay. And which visualization you are feeling that is a tough to building in Excel?
Which visualization is tough, right?
Yeah.
See, if we want see a geographical visualization, like
Yes.
in the form of a map or geographic locations. So that is somewhat not possible in Excel. For that, we have to shift to Tableau for better visualization.
Okay. You have another macros and why you are using macros in Excel?
So macros is basically for recording purpose. Suppose I have a query which I run every now and then. Okay. Let's say I do a data cleaning work in Excel. I extract the data, load it in a sheet, multiple sheets, and then perform data cleaning activities. So what I can do, I can use macros, a built-in feature in Excel for recording the entire process. Okay, and then I'll assign a key, either a pair of keys like Windows plus L or Windows plus X, or a single key as well, like num0 or num1. By assigning these keys, what I can do, I can perform the task again and again without actually typing the query or without actually doing the work.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. So coming to the few question into data governance. data quality. Why data governance?
Okay, you want to know why it is needed, why it is essential, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So data governance is essential because it ensures an organization data that it should be accurate, secure, consistent, and properly utilized or used. Okay. In today's world, we have data-driven environments, right? So if in case poor data management is there, because of data governance absence, it can lead to incorrect decisions. Then it can lead to compliance issues and a lack of trust in analytics or analysis purpose.
Okay. What is the data governance framework and how to build?
Data governance framework, right?
Yeah.
Data governance framework involves a list of activities, list of things which we can use in our day-to-day life to enhance the to enhance or improve the quality of data. Like we have data modeling in that. Okay, data modeling is nothing, just a structured formation of data, letting the company know what kind of data we have, what we are going to deal with, what are the attributes, what are the fields we have. Then uh, this data management framework is a list of processes involved together.
Okay. What are the primary thing in a data governance?
Primary thing is data quality, sir, ensuring data quality. And this is the big part which I personally involve in my day-to-day work.
Okay. What is data lineage and how it is helping?
Okay. Data lineage basically means to track data from where the data is coming, where it is getting stored, who is working on it, where it is getting loaded. This kind of tracking purpose is related with data lineage.
Okay. You mentioned that, data quality, you were engaged with the data quality in Excel.
Yes, sir.
What is data quality dimension? Can you bit elaborate?
Yeah, data quality dimensions, right?
No.
Okay, let me quickly recall this, sir.
Starting from maybe completeness.
Yeah, just allow me a moment. So I'm not able to recall, but I'll try my best. Uh, can we skip this question for now?
Sure.
Once I get recall this, I'll explain.
Okay. So as you are using huge data every day, okay. So as you are suppose consider you are like a head of a data management in your company. So what is your approach, okay, to the organization to protect the data? How?
Okay. My approach towards protecting the data, right, sir?
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So as a data analyst in the organization, my priority would be to set up a scalable and clean, reliable data foundation. Okay. That would support both reporting and decision making. I will try to understand the business requirements by dealing with stakeholders, business users, and then I'll try to examine what are the existing data sources, how we are pulling the data, how we are fetching the data. Try to define a data management framework, like naming certain uh, conventions, naming conventions. Then we can refresh our strategy either daily or weekly basis. Also, I'll try to introduce best practices for data quality by using either constraints in SQL or data validation in Excel.
Okay, perfect. Any data governance tool you are using?
Currently, I'm manually dealing with data, but sometimes I use Excel and SQL for this.
Any like a training experience or you have a skills, any data governance tool particularly?
Yeah, there is a data governance tool named Colibra, but I'm not well versed in that yet. I'm trying
Yeah,
to learn things about that tool.
yeah, perfect. So coming to database, few question I want to know, which database you are using?
So I'm using the latest version of Microsoft SQL Server.
Okay. So what is stored procedure and how it is advantage when benefit daily basis?
Yeah, sure. This is a must-need thing. Basically, what a store procedure is, it is a group of SQL statements, okay, that are saved and stored in the database with a name. It can be executed repeatedly whenever needed, sort of reusable function in SQL, and it is very similar to macros, the thing which I discussed earlier. And talking about the use case, right? You want to know about the
Yeah,
use case of this stored procedure. Suppose in case you are in a situation where you have to write the same query again and again, which sometimes become hectic, then in that case, what you can do, you can simply save that specific query as a stored procedure and call it just by its name. So these stored procedures are shared in a distributed environment and are shared or mostly preferred by accounts and HR departments who are from a non-tech background and finds uneasy to write a code or a query.
okay, great. What is the Windows function? What are the different Windows function you use?
Okay, Windows function also called as ranking functions. So ranking functions return a ranking value for each row in a partition. Okay, they are used to assign a number to rows in a result set based on the value of columns. Then depending on the function that is used, some rows might receive same values as other rows, which means they are non-deterministic and are often used with the over clause to define the set of rows they operate on. The there are four SQL ranking functions, namely row number, dense rank, rank, and entile.
What is schema? And what are the different schema you have? You know that.
Okay. Basically, schema is a collection of related records in an organization. Okay. For example, most obviously we use SQL. Okay. If you see clearly, whenever a table is created in SQL, it is named as DBO dot table name. So that DBO is the schema. And we have different kinds of schemas like star schema, a snowflake, then we have hybrid. These are the three kinds of schemas we have.
Okay, what is a star schema?
In star schema, there are two tables. One is the dimension or the main table, and then we have the fact table.
What is the difference between fact table and dimensional table?
Uh, Fact table tells us the exact, sorry, not able to recall, but let me try.
Sure.
Fact table shows uh,
No issue. Moving to
dimen.
next question.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Uh, okay, we'll go to next question. What is normalization and denormalization?
Normalization and denormalization, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So normalization involves a process of organizing data to minimize redundancy or duplication and improve data integrity. whereas a denormalization is a strategy used on previously normalized database. So, to increase redundancy, to increase performance as well as readability by introducing redundancy, which was previously removed.
Okay, great. You mentioned that Tableau data visualization experience, correct?
Yes, sir.
What is Tableau family and how will you explain that? Tableau product family.
Okay, there are five products members in Tableau family. We have Tableau Desktop, Tableau Server, Tableau Reader, Tableau Public, and Tableau Online. Okay, so Tableau Desktop is the main thing. In Tableau Desktop only, we build and design reports, dashboards, visualizations, whereas in Tableau Server, we share, publish, and manage dashboards with others. In Public, Tableau Public is a free version of Tableau Desktop where enthusiasts can try creating dashboards and visualizations. And honestly speaking, I have never used Tableau Online and Tableau Reader, but Tableau Reader is kind of uh, seeing the only the view of the dashboards by end users.
Okay, tell me in Tableau how to create a calculator field.
Okay, calculated field by uh, can be created in the worksheet or visualization page. Over the worksheet or visualization page, on the left pane, we have dimensions and measures. Okay, we can right click on any of them, either dimension or measure. Let's take name, and after right clicking, we'll get a dialog box. Over there, we'll get an option of create, and then we can create a calculated field in Tableau.
Okay, great. So, what is your strength?
I'm sorry, sir, please come again.
What is your strength?
Okay, talking about my strength, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, my greatest strengths include accountability and communication skills, also taking ownership of difficult problems to achieve success. I'm patient enough to do my work with attention to detail and has curiosity and eagerness to learn new things, as well as the ability to adapt and adjust to new situations.
What is your list of challenges in your company, your last company? How did you resolve that?
Okay, one of the biggest challenges I faced was during a project where I had to prepare a performance dashboard using data pulled from multiple sources, including Salesforce, Excel files from different teams, and some manual data. The challenge was that the data was inaccurate, inconsistent, incomplete, and often delayed a lot, especially the mobile numbers, which is sensitive, and customer IDs are a critical part of this. To solve this issue, what I did, I created a data quality checklist, implemented some validation logic using data validation and Excel. Then I used some Excel formulas and worked closely with operation teams to establish a basic data entry protocol. I also used constraints in SQL so that automated paths can be achieved easily without doing much effort.
Okay, great. So, what are the different library you use in Python?
There are multiple libraries in Python, but mostly I prefer NumPy, Pandas, and Matplotlib.
Do you have any experience in building a model?
Not yet, but I have kind of some knowledge in this data modeling.
Which library you're using for data visualization?
Matplotlib is currently used for data visualization.
Okay. Type quick question I'll ask. How much will rate yourself in a SQL out of 10?
Out of 10, I'll try to rate myself as 8.5.
How much will rate yourself in Excel and advanced Excel?
That a sure 9.
How much will rate yourself in Tableau?
Tableau 8.
How much will rate yourself in Python?
Coming to Python, I do work with Python, but I'll try to rate myself a strong 7.
Okay. How much rate yourself in data management?
Still trying to work on data management part, but try to rate as 7.5.
How much rate yourself in data governance?
Same, 7.5. Data management and data governance.
What about data quality?
See, data quality is a thing which we manually can do, right?
Yeah.
At the basic data source level only. While extracting data, we use constraints. While fetching, uh, while pulling data in Excel, we can use data validation tools. So this can be done in manually also.
How much will rate yourself?
8.
Overall, yeah, how much will rate yourself?
As a data analyst.
Completely for hiring the next role.
Okay. So I'll try to rate myself as 8.5 as an average.
Any question for me?
Yeah, I have a question for you, sir. So I would like to know what are the opportunities available for me when I join this company to enhance my career or professional development and all.
Definitely, there is a next round will be there. The project manager will be there. In case your profile shortlisted, couple of candidates we are taking interview. By next few days, we are going to update you. In case your profile shortlisted, and you go to the next level, you'll get the clear picture. Arbaj.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir.
All the
Goodbye.
best.
Thank you, sir.